Hello, this is Mark Wildman of Wildman Athletica, and today we are going to continue our basic kettlebell instruction series, and today we are going to combine a bunch of elements together to get to our first kettlebell swing clean. Kettlebell cleans are very hard for most people to learn. So in this video series, we have laid out a bunch of steps to get to this point, and you should watch all the other videos and practice all the other techniques before you get to the technique in this video. Good technique means that we are less likely to injure ourselves, means that we are more likely to get what we want out of training. Kettlebell lifting is about endurance weightlifting. So the better our structure, our breathing, and our movement combined together, the longer we will be able to endure and the more we will be able to get out of our kettlebell training. Kettlebell training is very unique in that way as endurance weightlifting, and it has different physiological effects than other types of weightlifting on the body. In the beginning, it is important that our kettlebell handle be perpendicular to the line of our body. That means that when we pick up the kettlebell, our thumb will be pointed down and our thumb will go to the corner of the kettlebell. Where we grip the kettlebell is very important because it means that we will end up in the correct rack position. Starting from the correct grip is how you get good technique over time. Starting with the kettlebell directly between the insteps of our feet, we are going to pick it up with two hands, go to single hand rack position, push the weight back, stand all the way up and catch back in rack position. We will pause and adjust the bell if needed to get to the correct rack. Pick it up with two hands, left hand underneath, L to the L of the kettlebell, pick it all the way up. The L of your hand ends up in the L of the kettlebell. There should be no space in this upper corner. Get it nice and tight. Elbow close to hip, forearm vertical. Pin the elbow to the hip, push the weight back, and return to standing. Several things are happening here. Elbow is not going to move. Our thumb is going to point back at the bottom to straighten our arm all the way out. We are going to absorb the force with our hips, then stand all the way up with our hips. Push back, catch. Squeeze the glutes at the top, belly button in. Push back, catch, push back, catch, push back, catch. If on the catch you don't feel that the kettlebell is in the correct position with the handle at 45 degrees down, then you can adjust the bell each time. Push back, straight arm, stand up, catch, adjust the bell to get to the correct position, push back, catch, adjust to get to the correct position, push back, catch, adjust the bell to get to the correct position. Set the weight down with good technique. Two hands on, perfectly straight arms, set it down. This drill is organized into a series of learning points. Pick up with two hands so that you can get to the correct starting position first. If you start in the correct position, you've already done half of it correct. Pin your elbow to your hip. As the kettlebell tracks out, the thumb rolls in until it points back. The arm was perfectly straight. Track down, feet point straight ahead, absorb the force with your glutes. Crown to coccyx alignment is generally straight. Snap up with the hips, keep the elbow pinned to the hip, roll the thumb back up, thumb comes to collarbone height. This is all about the elbow. Thumb points back, thumb at collarbone height. Thumb points back, thumb at collarbone height. Flat wrist is key to your catch. There is a difference between a kettlebell catch, a dumbbell catch, and a barbell catch. Learn the kettlebell catch. It is different than the other catches. Let's demonstrate this quickly on the other side. Step up to the kettlebell, 2 feet point straight ahead because that's the way we walk. Kettlebell is directly between the insteps of our feet. The knee is behind the line of the toe. Right hand dominant. The L of the right hand goes to the corner of the kettlebell. Other hand supports underneath. Pick it up, get to our rack position. Right elbow close to right hip, right thumb at the height of the right collarbone. Hand vertical. Handle 45 degrees down, different from a barbell catch. 45 degree down is the kettlebell catch. Pin the elbow to the hip, absorb with the legs, point the thumb back. Point back, stand up, catch. If you need to readjust your hand so that you're doing the negative part correctly, the down part correctly. Push back, stand up, push back, stand up, Adjust each time if you need to. Push back, stand up. Grab with the other hand, make 2 arms perfectly straight. Set the kettlebell down directly between the insteps of our feet with our thumbs pointed straight ahead or up. The kettlebell clean can be very difficult for people to learn, so we break it down into a bunch of small steps, focusing on the top position. If your top position is good, you will reduce the amount of pain. If your elbow is out, your wrist is bent, and the kettlebell is laying on the wrong part of your arm, you will not be able to endure, which means you will not get the benefit of kettlebell training. Focus on each of these individual clean drills. Build it up over time for the first several months of training. If you are getting bruised up on the back of your arm, it could be that you're just not used to the pressure of the kettlebell, or it could be that you're catching weird. If you are self-coaching, it's hard to know. So remove one thing, make the top of the clean position good, the rack position, and then your body will adapt to the pressure on the back of your arm over time.